you're trying to. Okay, so it appears I'm live. All right, so folks, this is particularly for our friends that are within the To Know It community. There's something I need us to avoid, which is, by the way, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi. Samuel, if you're seeing me for the first time, or if you're coming in contact for the first time. Now, many people I've come across people who say, okay, you know what, I bought Shiba. And let's just hope that Shiba grows. Some people, oh, I bought Dodge. I have like 1 billion units of Dodge. And guess what? Dodge is going to grow. My prayer is that Dodge should just grow. Then in our presentations, we also have cases where we get to tell people, imagine what Hex did, imagine what T Fuel did, imagine what Theta did. And then we also say all we need sometimes is just one coin to make that massive move, and boom, we're good to go. So that, in my opinion, has skewed the mind of some people, and they feel that the strategy is to buy one coin or invest in one asset and then pray that that asset moves. As far as I'm concerned, that is a lame strategy to use. Okay, thinking that you are looking forward to one asset making that spike, that big move. I feel it's a lame move. So the best thing for any of us to do is to look at cases where we can spread our investments and into 10, 20 assets, or maybe, because then there are more chances of you succeeding, of you making a big blast. Okay, if you have 20 and if 10% of that works, that's 2 coins, and they make that build 2 assets or 2 projects, make that big move. It just might be where you break out. But the key challenge again is many of us do not have the money. Let's face it, many people do not have the money to invest in all of these projects, or to invest even in many of these projects. And so even when the market is discounted as it is at the moment, when people are supposed to go in, people can't go in because they're broke. They're broke and they're waiting that the market should rebound, should bounce back up, and then they'll be able to do stuff. So instead of leading our lives based on hope as we walk into 2022, why don't you begin to lead your life based on strategy? So if this market does not rebound in another 6 months, what's my strategy? That's where the independent business ownership system comes in. And it's an amazing system. I see that Engineer Edward has been doing quite a number of trainings trying to help people to see how they can make even $10,000 using the IBO system. Engineer Joke had done some trainings on that, and there are pockets of trainings here and there. Dr. Sam Ortega had also done a couple of trainings. We've had series of trainings in the various nodes, trying to get people to understand that the independent business ownership program is it's an amazing program. I get that there's another problem in our community, and the problem is that when people come in, they come in with the mindset of I want to invest in assets. They don't come in with the mindset of IBOs. They don't come in with the mindset of independent business owners. And so when they come in, it becomes a bit difficult for some people to change their mind, to readjust their mind, to think about that other way of income. So I'm telling you today that that is about $1 million you're leaving on the table without attempting to take some part of it. Okay, you have like $1 million. Remember that every revenue that comes into To Know It, 75% of that revenue is paid back to independent business owners. It means that if you generate $10 million into To Know It, you have about 75% of that coming back to you and to your team. Okay, so when you look at that, there's a whole lot for everybody to enjoy. The challenge for many people not even attempting the independent business ownership, call it network marketing part of the business, is they hate networking. And the reason they hate network marketing is because they do not have the basic skills to make sure that to thrive in that space, even if it is one space, even if it is one profession that has kind of produced the highest number of multimillionaires in the world. It doesn't really make sense, does it? That people hate something like that. People don't like it. Well, I don't think people don't like this. People just don't have the skills to thrive in that space. Then comes in social media marketing. You can use, I met people that have built their network marketing empire 100% on social media. So if you're that person that offline has not really worked that much for you, why don't you try social media? And so I'm calling on you today to say, listen, we have now one of the raving platforms on earth where, there are new social media platforms on earth that are raving, that are even hotter than Facebook. And then we have Facebook, we have YouTube, Instagram. There's a whole lot you can do, a whole lot you can do with that. You just don't know how. So that is why we have put together the Drill Deep 2022 program workshop. It's going to be happening tomorrow, 27th day of December 2021, in preparation for 2022. And I think that even if you have to struggle to pay for that, it's lesser than a glass of smoothie, less expensive than a glass of smoothie in some places, all right? Lesser than a plate of food. Maybe if you go to Jevnik or some other place, lesser than that. It's only 4,997 naira. Okay, 4,997 naira. I'd really recommend that you take advantage of this. Be part of this program tomorrow. Clear your schedule. Make sure that you are seated in a well conducive place in your home, your video on, your laptop connected. Make sure you join. I prefer you join with your laptop than with your phone. Your laptop connected. Get your writing materials ready to learn and to apply the things that you are going to learn. Let it be, even if that would be your last investment in yourself for 2021 against 2022. Of course, at the end of the workshop, we're going to launch into something new that will be disclosed to only those that will be part of the workshop, that will take us through to 2022 and take us through the first quarter of 2022. One thing I can assure you is that the way you operate on social media is going to change. Your business is going to change. You will be able to discover what works for you and what doesn't work for you once you are part of this workshop. So that mindset of I've got one coin, I'm just praying for T fuel to move, I'm just praying for theta to move, is the lamest form, is the lamest strategy you can ever think about. Okay, I'm hoping that Dodge moves. I have 2 billion units of SHIB, and Shiba is going to move. I've been studying Shiba. That's the lamest strategy you can ever use. I think what you should do is to find a way to keep you liquid and unperturbed, not looking at your portfolio. Instead, keep dollar cost averaging, building your portfolio as we look forward to a bull run. And even at that, listen, you know all of these things. The more equity you have, the better position you have. If the IBO gives you a pathway to build more equity, and all you need to do is to acquire the skills to grow your independent business within the To Know It community. Now, why don't you take a lead, right? My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and my sincere desire for all of you, my friends within the To Know It community, is that you go on succeeding. But of course, you know that you can never do that without becoming a better version of yourself. And let's also say that, I could just get up and do videos and all of that. For some people, you'd kill them before they'll ever sit behind a camera to do to get a video out. We can show you how these things work. It's pretty much simple. Hold, press, shoot, sit, talk. And how can you organize your thoughts together so that they just flow one step at a time, and eventually you become more comfortable. All of these things are things that you can learn. Remember, in social media, you have to learn to build communities. You learn to engage them before you be able to sell. We teach you how the funnel works, all right? I look forward to seeing you. Okay, we have a few hours to go. Make sure that you click on the link below this video, all right? And click on, there's a Google form there. It's a simple form. Fill it and make your payment and send proof of payment to the number therein. Boom. Let's start going. Thank you very much for taking out the time for listening to me. I hope I've not ended up filling your head with gibberish. I hope I've created value, woken you up to say we are in an amazing community, but it is your place to determine how well you're going to use this community to your own advantage and to the benefit of your loved ones. Bye for now. I look forward to seeing you in the workshop.